Have you ever wondered about the true nature of mathematics? Is it merely a tool we use to describe the world around us, or is there something more profound and fundamental at play? Today, I'd like to explore a fascinating philosophical perspective on mathematics and its ultimate relation to reality. Mathematics is one of two things, either an attempt to fully model our physical reality, or something more abstract and fundamental that exists independently of the physical universe. The reason we do mathematics is because there seems to be a fundamental structure to the physical universe that mathematics can help explain. I want all of you to look into the Quantum Research Lab, which is particularly focused on understanding the mathematical modeling of geometry at the most fundamental level. What is most important to remember is that human mathematics describes reality, while divine mathematics prescribes reality. Human mathematics is isomorphically embeddable into divine mathematics. The syntax of human mathematics is concrete and distinct from the concepts themselves. The syntax of divine mathematics is abstract and is the concept itself. The symbols of divine mathematics are closest to perfect geometric figures and lattices. Syntax is most closely represented through perfect geometry. Some truths can simply never be knowable, and human mathematics describes what the divine has already constructed. Mathematicians can be thought of as stated in divine creative output. They are the output of the divine. The time and processing which are involved in these actions are part of the divine essence. Reality is symbols and languages in the abstract sense, and in this lattice, within this lattice structure, this universal structure, there are perfect geometries dancing. If a ball falls in our physical model, the same gravitational mathematics will happen in the abstract mathematical universe. This seems to suggest that there's an inherent mathematical structure to reality. That's what divine mathematics is all about. It's not just numbers and symbols, it's the language of the gods, the code of the universe. And if you can learn to speak it, if you can learn to think like the divine, well, then you might just have a chance at unlocking the secrets of existence. That's where the real magic happens, because when we study these perfect geometries, when we try to wrap our puny human brains around the infinite complexity of the divine, we're not just describing reality, we're tapping into the very fabric of existence itself. Human mathematics is just a pale imitation, a way for us to try and put into words what the divine has already spoken. But the divine mathematics is not just describing reality, it's prescribing it. It's the rule book of the universe, and we're just playing by its rules. Mathematicians can be thought of as conduits, channeling the divine's creative output. The time and mental effort that goes into mathematical work can be seen as an aspect of this divine essence, as if we were tapping into something greater than ourselves, which we are. These abstract forms manifest in the physical universe and are gradually uncovered through our mathematical studies, so we're not actually discovering anything. It's a bit like excavating an ancient city. The more we dig, the more of these perfect structures we reveal. There's this very interesting mathematician named Ludwig Wittgenstein. He was an influential Austrian philosopher, and he wrote the Tractatus Logico-Philosophicus. Right? He was born into a wealthy Viennese family. He studied engineering, but he learned about the foundations of mathematics and logic. And the Tractatus Logico-Philosophicus, it provided a logical analysis of the propositions in the relation to the world, basically how words affect the world. And once you get to the state where you can really tap into the divine, not really tap into the divine, but enable that energy, it will be like reading pure poetry. It will be wonderful. It will be magnificent. You need to have the strength in you. You need to feel the source within you. What do I mean by the source? I mean the one, the creator. You need the feel of the source in your gut which is also another brain. But Wittgenstein later rejected many of the assumptions of the Tractatus, right? And he criticized the idea of a single universal logical structure underlying all language. I think he was wrong to criticize his past works. He was very right in his ideas. But what is the big thing about Wittgenstein? It is formalism. Formalism is God. Formalism is all that there is. And I know many of you might have mystical and esoteric ideas, but formalism is what there is. There is a logical structure underpinning all reality and all realities. Formalism is rendering to God what it deserves. And by God, I don't mean an Abrahamic God. I don't mean a desert God. I mean the Creator. It is beautiful. It is euphoria. It prescribes like divine mathematics. This is not a religion. This is not a philosophy. This is not an intellectual movement. This is not any kind of movement. These are the truths. They simply are and have always been. These are the underpinnings of reality. That is why we're so different from all those other groups who still play around with their little fables, not knowing the truths, or at least half-truths, as you shall all come to see. To reach the state where you can feel the source within you, you must dedicate years of your life in accordance to the formalist teachings. It is like Odin and the Norse gods and how they had to sacrifice to certain gods to receive prizes. The prize is understanding reality. The prize is euphoria. I want all of you to look into their teachings, to look into the teachings of people like St. George Cantor and the rest of them, who have established a framework for reality. And I am tired of all of them having been ignored. All of them being ignored for modern day influencers who teach people nonsense, who teach people garbage with garbage values, garbage parenting, and all of that nonsense. That is why we must bring back a mathematical restoration. Divine mathematics. The truths, at least half-truths. This micronation, or should I say future microstate, serves as an underpinning of those values. It alone makes that difference. And I, its leader, am very important to remember. I have a special duty in this world, as you shall come to see. One day, perhaps not in my lifetime, but one day there will come a time of complete peace over this planet. And that peace will be obtained and retained through a variety of methods, which I now have come to understand. It is time for you to truly join us, to know the truths, or at least half-truths. Emotion and logic can exist at the same time. My belief in many spirits and the power of love does not undermine my belief in the power of logic and mathematics. The two are tandem, working in parallel, under the unconditional love of the one infinite creator and infinite creation. That is your calling, so follow it, and may my kingdom be with you.